What's up, folks? Sorry for being late. I had some issues with the camera, so now I think everything should be working fine. Um, yeah. Okay. So I don't know if you have seen today's opening price, but we had a huge gap tonight. Okay. So yesterday's candle closed here, and we opened up like 150 points below. So that's a motherfucking huge gap. If I'm allowed to say it, I think I am. Okay. So that motherfucker is big, bro. That gap is huge. Okay. So it's kind of difficult to determine the bias. I have an idea, and I'm going to share it with you guys. So yeah, let's see. Okay, TikTok is working. TikTok stream. TikTok stream is working. Oops. YouTube should be fine as well. So 9:30 open is in 5 minutes, so we don't have too long on a daily chart. So let's see. Give me a second. I gotta see. Okay, perfect. So we are on a daily chart now, and like I outlined yesterday, the bias for this Q&A week was definitely bullish. Okay. Now since we tried to reach up into this daily fair value gap now an enormous amount of times, like once here, twice, third time, fourth time yesterday, and we weren't able to reach up into it. Okay, so price failed and stopped. I don't know, like how many handles? Stopped 8 handles, more or less, before it, and then out of a sudden we had this huge gap to the downside. Okay, so I told you and outlined bias last week, last Friday, and also this week's Monday. On Monday I outlined weekly bias. Okay, we want to see price go higher. Okay, so now yesterday I already said that, okay, we failed. Yesterday was Thursday. Okay, on Thursday I told you guys, okay, we failed on Friday, Monday, and Wednesday to go up here. Okay, so this is not indicating a lot of strength. And in yesterday's session my bias was rather bullish, at least also on the intraday chart, but price kind of dumped to the downside, and no trades taken yesterday. But in the lunch session or PM session, late afternoon, we managed to trade up all the way higher, and then I thought, okay, now we are going for these highs here and the daily fair value gap. And we stopped at the upper quadrant of this wick. Didn't even take out these highs. Okay, didn't take out these highs. Stopped here and then we dumped. So in my opinion, and that's my opinion only, okay? So you're welcome to do whatever you want to do, and have buys that it may be bullish still, okay? But in my opinion, that's a huge indicator for lower prices now. Now let me tell you why, okay? Not saying we are definitely going to go to the downside now and see lower prices, but you gotta see it this way, or at least that's how I see it. Okay, I see it like this: tried several times to trade up into it. That's a huge draw. We have a buy side here, and we have a fair value gap. That's a huge draw. Okay, and now you want me to think like we tried it 4 times, couldn't reach it, and we are still trying to go there? I don't think so. Okay, that's a huge indicator of weakness. And now this gap is enormous. Okay, this gap, you know what this gap tells me right now? This gap tells me, oh damn, price has to go somewhere. Okay, urgent. It's real urgent for price. Okay, so no time, and we gotta do it quickly. Okay, why? all all the traders out there, what do they think? Yeah, um, we were extremely bullish and we have all-time highs and we want to see new all-time highs. So all-time highs are very close, and yeah, we think we are bullish because yeah, we have a lot of up close candles, so we are bullish. This is how most of the traders out there think. Okay, they react to price. They think, oh, we were bullish, okay, we are still bullish. mm, that's difficult. Okay, so that's definitely difficult. I'm not saying we are 100% going down, okay, but I rather see lower prices just because of the fact that we have this huge gap. Okay, if price wants to go somewhere, it gaps. When you are going long and you see price gap up higher, that tells you, okay, it's urgent, price wants to get somewhere fast. Okay, and now we traded several times. Okay, all the people out there want to see higher prices, and a lot of people are long right now. Okay, where do they place their stop losses at? When they went long yesterday, below this low. When they were long before, below this low. Okay, so what I think is likely going to happen is we tricked all the people long in here, had some consolidation, tried to build sentiment as I was outlining yesterday. Okay, sentiment is what is the public um, thinking in terms of buys, where price is wanting to go. Okay, they all thought, okay, we took out the highs, we weren't going to the downside, so maybe we want to see still higher price, and then we had higher prices. We had some bullish reaction after this kind of consolidation, or rather bearish candles here. Okay, so retail maybe went long another time. I thought, okay, on Thursday or on Wednesday, okay, now we are definitely going long. Okay, and now they get wrecked. This is at least what I think. Okay, I can be wrong, could be wrong, but this is what this gap tells me. Okay, I can be completely wrong. Okay, but this is the, I don't know. It's too, I don't know if it's my experience talking to me, or I don't know, but of course, over the past 1.5 years, um, yeah, I don't know. You have like, you gain intuition, and yeah, maybe it's just my gut and my experience telling me that, and obviously price action. Also, I don't want to be the one who's picking the top in the bullish market. Okay, so what I mean by that is, for example, if you have a bullish market, if you have higher highs and higher lows, okay, you don't want to be the one who picks this reversal point, okay, and says now we go lower. Okay, I never want to be this person who does it, but in my opinion, we could see a short term high at least here, and now we are going to trade down into this inverse fair value gap, and maybe even down into this fair value gap, taking out this low right here. Okay, so a lot of people have their stop losses below this low. Okay, so yeah, that's the deep retracement that I was talking about all this week, the entire week. So yeah, so as I told you guys, I don't want to be the one who's picking the top in the bull market. Okay, in the bullish market, you want to be the one who is picking the bottom to go long from. Okay, vice versa, if you are in a bearish market, lower highs and lower lows, you don't want to be the one who's picking the bottom in a bearish market. In a bearish market, you want to pick the tops and go short from the tops. In the bullish market, you want to pick the bottoms and go long from the bottoms. Okay, now I am picking a top in a bullish market, and I don't want to do that, but it's just, I don't know, as I told you, failed several times to get up here, up in this daily fair value gap, and we have taken out this high right here. So yeah, in my opinion, that's weakness, and weakness is shown here. That huge gap tells me price has to get somewhere, and we're going there fast. Could be wrong, but if that's the case, I definitely want to see today's candle want to close weak, which means best case scenario, we close below this low here. But if we are in fact weak, today is going to show it to you. Okay, if we only trade in this upper half of this wick, that's not too bearish. Okay, I expect price to, yeah, spend some more time in the lower half and then break out of this lower half. Okay, this is what I want to see. That's my bias just for the day. Okay, you're welcome to have your own bias. It's just my bias. I want to see lower prices. Okay. Yeah, because of the fact that I'm still not wanting to pick a bottom, pick a top, pick the reversal point in the bullish market. Okay, I'm still don't want to do it. And as long as we are still above this inverse fair value gap here, like I told you in the last live stream, as long as we are still between these two fair value gaps, this one and this one, it's kind of 50-50 what we do. Okay, and I'm still thinking like, okay, we are still 50-50, we are still inside of this range, but this premium, this discount wick is kind of telling for me. Okay, so yeah, technically we are still in between those PD arrays, but that's telling me like it's just weak. Okay, yeah, that's enough for the daily time frame. Let's monitor this daily wick and drop down into the hourly chart. So this is where it becomes kind of tricky, because these are obviously relatively equal highs. Okay, it's just too obvious. Okay, so relatively equal highs, and relatively equal highs are really strong draw. Okay, so that's another reason why I still don't want to pick this point on the daily as the reversal. Since we are still in the bullish market, I don't want to be the one who's picking the top. Okay, but it's just an inkling. I don't know, I think we see lower prices. Yeah, that's not too much of a high probability environment right now, because like I outlined to you guys, daily still in between these two fair value gaps, one fair value gap on a fair value gap on the daily chart above, and one fair value gap, inverse fair value gap on the downside. So we are in between those. We had a huge gap overnight and we have relatively equal highs. If we remain weak, price should not even try to go up into this gap, and price should leave it open. If price leaves this gap open and we go lower now, okay, we've already taken out buy side here, okay? So we've done enough. We've spent enough time in this upper half of the daily wick, okay? So we had a huge gap tonight to the downside, consolidated, weren't able to trade up into the low of the gap, okay? So that's weak. Dumped, went kind of sideways at the midpoint, traded up, took out buy side. So I would rather want to see lower prices now, and price should not be able to trade up into this gap. If this gap remains open and we leave the opening this midpoint and trade towards the lower half, that's rather bearish. Okay, this is how you should navigate within this daily wick. So maybe we can do something like this. Put on the daily here. Like this, okay. Then we do like this. And there you go, okay. So if my analysis is correct and we are rather seeing lower prices due to the huge discount gap we had overnight, shouldn't be traded to, should remain open. These relatively equal highs shouldn't be traded to, okay. And yeah, we spent enough in the upper half of this daily wick. So yeah, I think now you understand what I'm saying. So taking out buy side here. Oops. Taking out buy side. Okay, or maybe we can go back now to one like this. Okay. So now done with the done with the high time frame daily buys. Now we map out all the liquidity pools. Okay. During pre-market, we've taken out this high here, and are dumping now. Okay, 9:30 open was here, went to the downside, manipulated these lows, traded up to the upside, took out these highs. Okay, so yeah, I guess we need to wait now and just see what price is going to give us. Relatively equal lows. Let's do it like this. Yes, sir. Okay. And then we go to regular trading hours. If you are trading futures, you have a button on the right hand side in the corner. On the bottom, it says ETH. You can click on it and toggle it to RTH. And then you see this screen right here, okay? You see this huge gap. If you trade Forex or CFDs, you don't have this opportunity or ability to change between regular trading hours and electronic trading hours. If you don't know what this is, check out my last live stream or just watch ICT's ICT's video one setup for life. Okay, that's definitely interesting if you want to know more about liquidity and where price wants to go to, then definitely check this video out. Check this video out. So now that's the opening range gap, a concept taught by ICT. Okay, this is kind of too. Come on. I want to do it like this. I can delete this daily wick now. And as you can see, we also had a discount opening range gap. Now we trade up into the upper quadrant, fail to trade up into the midpoint, and now we see another price swing to the downside. Okay, that's also weakness. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So come on, bro. Okay, let's go back to electronic trading hours. Okay. Now I just want to see a continuation, a sustained price to the downside. Okay, maybe that's too much for people who join a live stream and don't know what these levels are. So let me just delete these levels, turn off the indicator and keep it simple. Yeah. First percent fair value gap is this one, I guess. Okay. So what you want to do, guys, is monitor this daily wick. Okay, what you want to do is you go to your tools toolbar and just take the fib retracement, put it on the high and the low of this wick, and now you want to look how price is reacting and trading around these levels. Okay, we've spent enough time in this upper half of this wick. Okay, so now we want to see lower prices. Maybe can we do it a little more? Yeah, like this. What's up, people on TikTok? Okay, let's see. What's the target on the downside? That's a question. I mean, we have, if you go back to the 15-minute chart, we have these relatively equal lows, which I think are the draw for today's New York session. Okay, this is yesterday's low and Wednesday's low. Okay, as you can see, wait, what? Thursday low, 10 a.m. Okay, Thursday's relatively equal lows. Here's Wednesday low, so forget what I said. Thursday's low here. Yeah, draw for today. Now, let's see. Let's go back to the 1 minute chart. And wait for the macro time window, 9:50 to 11:10. Okay. Let's see if this potential order block can hold price lower. Okay. So that's a breaker. We have a low, we have a high, a low, and a higher high, and then a lower low, okay? So if price wants to continue to the downside, this breaker should hold price lower. If price stays below it and then continues to the downside, that's a scenario where I want to look for short opportunities. Okay, what I want to see now is price proving to me that it wants to go lower. Okay, so yeah, if price is able to trade above this high or even trade up above this breaker, if price closes above it, it's more likely also to take out these highs, and then we gotta see, okay, do we see a market structure shift then to the downside? If not, then I guess my bias is wrong. But yeah, this is just what I'm monitoring right now and what I'm thinking, the internal dialogue. Now, you see how price is staying in the lower half? This midpoint, we wick through it, but body's close below the midpoint, okay? And yeah, now you gotta watch how price is trading inside of this fair value gap here. Okay, used its midpoint. That's not too bearish. Okay, if we are bearish, you want to see price reach down into the midpoint and close below it. We reach down below the midpoint, but only wick to it and look where the body's close. Okay, so you gotta stay patient and yeah, just wait for price to give you the signals. Okay, and yeah, if you are insecure about what price is likely going to do now, just wait, demand more information, okay, and just get into a trade a little late, rather later than early, okay? So we are still in the opening range gap from 9:30 to 10 a.m. It's still early. We have more than another hour left until this session ends, so I don't want to be forcing a trade early on. So I'm just waiting and see if price proves to me that my bias is correct. And yeah, if I see price respecting down close candles and respecting premium per D rays and trade lower from them, that's what I want to see, okay? So we have a down close candle, that's a breaker, that's a premium per D array that we traded up into. Price still respecting the midpoint, only trading and closing inside of the lower half of this breaker, okay? So yeah, That's the breaker as taught by ICT. And yeah, we want to see price stay below it, below the midpoint, and now we want to see a close below this breaker. So we want to see a close weak inside of this fair value gap, and preferably close below this midpoint. That's a weak. That's indicating weakness. Okay, but for now we are kind of consolidating inside of this lower half of this breaker. So let's see. Let's see. Now that we have taken out relatively equal highs and this opening range gap, opening range low, a lot of people are thinking, oh, we are still bullish, and they went long in here, okay? As of yet, it still could pan out and price could reach for these highs. I don't think it is personally. My bias is rather bearish. Okay, so I don't want to look for higher prices as I outlined in the beginning of the stream why my bias is bearish. So if you wanna know why my bias is bearish, then rewind the beginning of the stream. And as you can see, I think I might be correct with my analysis. I think, no, I don't think. I know a lot of people get wrecked now. They went long here. They thought, okay, market structure shift, bullish fair value gap, and went long here. Okay, but obviously they are probably or more likely to get wrecked. Okay, at least they are scared now. Okay, now you got to see how price is reacting inside of this order block. And I gotta be honest, that might be a good short opportunity. Wow, 30 handles, these candles are huge, bro. Come on. That could be an easy trade. Am I taking this one or not? We are still inside a macro. Should have taken this one. If it trades up another time, I'd say I think I'm taking it. That's a beautiful institution order flow entry deal. So let's see. Rule for inversion fair value gaps. That's an inversion fair value gap. It was a bullish fair value gap. Trade up higher, trade below it. Okay, you want to see price get up into the inversion fair value gap, fail to trade up into the midpoint, which we did, and then head lower, form a fair value gap, and that's a high probability fair value gap that you can go short from. Man, that's a beautiful trade actually. Okay, everybody who's going long will get wrecked now. Damn it, bro. Yeah. And this is my weakness, hesitation. Okay? I got. Damn, bro. Like I outlined beforehand, okay? Beautiful trade, unfortunately. Bro, these handles, these candles are huge, bro. Actually, that would have been my only enter opportunity, because entering here, that's a good stop loss, 25, 22 points. Mm, hmm. Okay, fuck it. Come on, bro. Damn it. Bro, this is hilarious. Hell no, bro. Oh boy, oh boy. Bro, you gotta be kidding me. Bro, you gotta be kidding me. Okay. Ah, ah. I gotta be honest, now I don't want to be in a trade. It's gone, guys. The reason why I had my sell stop here and my sell limit is because of my stop loss size. I wanted to have my stop loss above the midpoint of this candle, and my rule is my stop loss shouldn't be bigger than. That hurts, bro. That hurts. Oh boy. Oh boy. Shit happens. Okay. But bro, this. Ah. You could take your take profit all the way down here. That's Thursday's low. Um, yeah, it's too late to get in for me personally. We are too much in a discount now. That would have been a beautiful trade. Bro, price traded up into this Fair Valley gap and failed to trade up into my limit, set limit by not even a point. Bro, 3 ticks. That's a game. That's a game, boys. Do I get in here now? That's a question. I would be chasing price, gotta be honest. Stop loss wouldn't be. Damn it, bro. We missed it. Now we gotta see what price wants to do. Yeah, we have this beautiful Fair Valley gap. Bro, I don't want to be chasing price now. Am I chasing price when I go short now? That's a question. I think it can dump, bro. It can go. It can get very really heavy right now. Bro, it's just too big of a stop loss for me personally. That's the thing. Yeah, we could do something like this. Are we? Bro, I don't know. Outside of the macro, we are outside of the macro. That's not too optimal. Now it should dump right now, okay? Doesn't need to get up into my limit, so um, price already respected this Fair Valley gap, only wicked up into it, so that's enough. If it trades up again all the way up higher in my limit order, we should see heavy Price get heavy in here now. So again, not filled. Bro. Hmm. What do we do? Yeah, that's unlucky. That's unlucky. What's up, Osama? How are we doing, bro? Did you participate in this price run? Because we missed it. Damn it, bro. My fucking sell stop limit was here, bro. It was here. Shit happens, bro. Shit happens. Shit happens. That was my trade. Come on, bro. Price trolling me today. What was my TP? TP was at here. So now, let's see. Let's see. Session's still not over. 40 minutes left. Price kinda going sideways right now. Okay, let's see. Bro, gotta be honest, I'm dead ass, I'm mad. I'm mad. But in the end of the day, I followed my rules, and I don't know. Yeah, of course, you can say, oh, 4 points doesn't even make it a high, like a big difference. But to me, it does, okay? I just want to follow my rules. My rules are don't risk more than 25 points, okay? 25 points with one micro equals a risk of $50. That's a risk I'm comfortable with, okay? So $50, good amount. Now this would actually be $60. Okay, $10 more or less is not big of a difference, but it, I don't know. It's important to just stay true to your rules and stick to your rules, okay? And my rule says don't risk more than $50, okay? 25 points at max, okay? That's this is 25 points, but 3 ticks too small of a stop loss. I guess if my limit order would have been here, I wouldn't have got filled. So my stop and my sell limit should have been here. Yeah, I think I would have been filled here. There you go. Bro, analysis, high time frame analysis on point today. Predicted it beforehand. So yeah. Gotta see. It kind of feels like the price run predicted and expected um already revealed and came to fruition, okay? That's a price run I wanted to participate in. We missed it, so I don't know. Let's see what the rest of the session is going to provide us with, but yeah, I think it gets more difficult now. Hmm. Is that bro? Why is volatility so high? I mean, this one candle is almost 40 points big, bro. 40 points, one candle. I don't know. Uh, that's not a fair value gap I want to enter on short. We are still in this discount, obviously. Um, if this candle would more look like this one and would touch the midpoint, it touches the midpoint, but I don't see this as an order block. Okay, if we had a clear order block and more from displacement lower and not this tiny fair value gap, that's maybe a fair value gap that would have been that I would have entered on, okay? But that's too tiny. My stop loss, of course, in hindsight, I should have taken this trade, okay? But my stop loss wouldn't be safe, at least not in my opinion. So yeah, I guess it's too late. It's maybe too late. Okay, now we've taken out Thursday's low here. Okay, so that's the target or the draw. That was the draw for today. Okay, buys outlined in the beginning told you why we are more likely to see low prices and reach down into these lows. Okay, outlined it before it, predicted it, and tape read it, and almost took a trade, almost placed a limit order, bro. We got definitely trolled here. Okay, so that's shit happens. Okay, yeah. Now, normally I wouldn't say you could go short from here because we wicked and swept sell side here. But I think this sell side pool is not the only target we have now. I think price can definitely continue lower, okay? So the question is where price is reaching for. That's a question. And yeah. We have this low. I mean, I think we could at least get down into this daily fair value gap, okay? So there's also a volume imbalance. So you want to include this little gap. Okay, go back to the 1 minute. So could we see something pan out like this? I mean we're in a deep discount. Okay, stop loss is enormous, bro. Come on. And that's the reason why I did this. Okay, to still have a reasonable stop loss and a reasonable entry. Okay, this way my stop loss would have been too big. Okay, same scenario here. That's why I placed my limit order here and not here. Okay, so that's too big. I would need something like this. And as you can see, used it, fair value gap low, institution order flow entry deal, and gone again. What can I do, bro? What can I do? Now that's the third trade that we miss and probably come to fruition. Ah, come on, bro. Bro, I cannot enter, bro. That's too volatile. Bro, I come on. If I enter here, 40 point stop loss, bro. 40 points. Guys, what shall I do? What shall I do? I don't know. Yeah, okay. Bro, I'm done. I don't know. I'm done. I'm fucking done. Bro, Osama's the only one watching right now, and he probably he took all these trades, and I missed them all, bro. Bro, stop loss just too big. It's too fucking big. Cannot take it. Okay. Okay. Shit happens. Whatever. At least I was streaming, and all you guys witnessed that I outlined this shit beforehand. But yeah, bro, I can buy nothing from it. Okay, so there's just music in the air. Bro, come on, bro, come on. Where did price reverse from right now? Where does this bullish price action come from? What caused this point? What caused this bullish reaction? Let me see, guys. Okay, let me see. Go back to the daily and grade this wick. There you go. Bro, I'm mad. I'm definitely mad. I'm definitely mad that my limit order. Bro, come on. Come on. Why are you doing this? Like, why are you doing this to me, bro? Come on. Fuck these markets. No. We love trading, right? But that's bullshit. That's fucking bullshit. Bro, I just love this shit, bro. Definitely. Don't want to do anything else for the rest of my life. Just trading, guys. Just trading. It's just too beautiful. Look, I mean, come on. Okay. I placed my limit order here, like 3 ticks above this wick. Okay. Stop loss was here. As you can see, I didn't get filled. Price failed to trade up into my limit order and just dumped directly into my target. My target was around about here, okay? So, by risking 25 points with 1 micro, that 1 micro is the least amount that you can trade. And even with the least amount you can trade, bro, you would have made 150 bucks in 3 fucking minutes. It took 3 candles to deliver to my target. If we would risk 25 points with 1 micro, okay, that equals $50 risk. $50 risk times 2.4, which is the risk to reward ratio, 2.5. 2.5 times $50 $150 in 3 minutes. And now imagine you wouldn't risk a micro, for example. You would risk one E-mini Nasdaq. Okay, E-mini Nasdaq, 1 point is worth $20. Okay, you would have had a risk of $500 and you would have made $1,500 in 3 fucking minutes. You would have made a monthly salary of, like, I don't know, of a barber, for example, in 3 minutes. But what a barber does in 1 month, more or less, maybe a barber does two mil, I don't know, 2 bands. Bro, you done it in fucking 3 minutes, okay? In fucking 3 minutes, and risking $500. You would have a capital of $50,000. 1% risk is $500. Okay, I mean 50,000 is still 50,000, but I guess if you stick to trading and you are maybe in the industry for like 2, 3, 4 years, and you've done your job, you stay disciplined, and you improved every day 1%, bro, you can get there to have a capital of $50,000, for example, or maybe you don't have $50,000 cash in your bank. Maybe you're trading with a funded account of $50,000. Okay, so obviously you have to get through the challenge and get to the funded stage and stuff. Okay, but in the end of the day, you would have made, on a $50,000 funded account, you would have made $1,500, risking 1% on a, not on a micro Nasdaq, on the E-mini Nasdaq. Okay, you would have made $1,500. Okay, let's say 80% goes in your pocket, 20% goes to Top Step, for example, or Apex, or I don't know, Alpha Futures, whatever. Okay, I don't know. 80% of $1,500, bro. Quick math, I don't know. I don't want to do the math in my head. So let's say 1.5 thousand, bro, come on. 1.5 thousand times 0.8, $1,200 or euros or whatever. I mean, that's not too bad, isn't it? That's not too fucking bad. Okay, relatively equal highs. Thursday lows is here. So now we traded down into the midpoint of December 1st discount week midpoint. That's right here where this reversal, on maybe not reversal, but where this bullish reaction originated from. Okay, so go back to your daily chart and you want to monitor this fair value gap this week, and you want to see how price wants to go, or how price is trading around these wicks. That's what you want to monitor. Okay, so yeah, bro, I gotta go to the toilet. I'm right back, guys. Okay, nobody's watching, never mind. I'm right back, give me a second, guys. Uh, oh boys. So let's see what 1050 to 1110 macro is going to give us. I mean, we already had a huge move to the downside, obviously. Okay. Like I predicted it, guys. Okay. Definitely want to mention this. No, guys. But yeah, is there any squeeze left? Is there any juice left? I don't know. Like I outlined to you guys in the beginning, this low is definitely a target. Is it realistic to reach all the way down into this low? Today? Can happen. I mean, we've seen this kind of volatile days recently, so that's in the realm of realistic, maybe. Is it going to happen in this New York session? I mean, it could happen later on during PM session, maybe. Not saying it will go down 100% and take this low, but that's likely. Okay, we still have this portion of the fair value gap left. So I guess we just take this low, annotate it, and go back. And now we grade this whole price range from the high of today's New York session down to, as far as best case scenario would be, this daily fair value gap. Okay. That would mean that we are in a premium, and we want to sell in a premium, okay? Bro, but this range is actually huge. It could happen. It could happen. Let's see. Maybe, let's just say price is going down into this December 1st low, which is here. Okay, then that would be a premium above this fair value gap. Do we want price to get above this fair value gap? Actually not. So I want to see this fair value gap hold priced lower. Okay. Man, unfortunately nobody's like watching right now, but this is definitely sauce. This video is definitely, at least the beginning, the high time frame analysis is definitely something you want to watch and rewind and watch a couple of times. You don't can demand or expect that you understand it right at the beginning of your trading journey. Okay, you won't have this ability to read price action in the beginning, guys. Okay, it's the journey, bro, guys. Okay, just enjoy the journey and just stick to it. Okay, don't give up. I know trading is tough. I know trading is fucking hard, and I was not able in the beginning to read price action like this. Okay, and I'm not even saying like I'm a top ICT student and whatever. If I would be, if I was a top ICT student, bro, I wouldn't be hanging around break even or slightly profitable. Okay, and I would have taken the short here and the short here. I predicted these shorts, but I'm still hesitating, okay? If I overcome my hesitation, my maybe also fear of entering, and if I overcome my second guessing, it's and that's the funny part, bro. I'm 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 a guy who's rather, how do I say? Yeah, I second guess things in general, okay? I'm the type of guy who rather overthinks than just making a decision. And it definitely is present in my trading. Okay, as you can see here, I missed this trade, whatever, that's okay. I missed this trade, okay, I even placed a limit order, but I missed it. There you could say, okay, happens, shit happens. You stuck to your rules, okay. 25 point of stop loss, okay. I wanted to have a reasonable stop loss. That would have been reasonable, okay. I would have felt safe with this stop loss, but therefore I had to change my limit order from here to here, which is the reason, obviously, as you can see, why I wasn't filled, okay. So I don't know. You actually had two short opportunities, one here, one here. That's, you could have taken this one, but this is already far in a discount, okay. So you rather want to avoid shorting here. Your analysis and your draw really has to be on point, okay. You have to be right. And in trading, you don't want to have to be right in order to be profitable, okay. Trading is, bro, you don't need to be right to be profitable. You can also be wrong but profitable, okay. Trading is not about being right. That's right. And that maybe went over some of your heads, okay. So listen to it again. Trading is not about being right. Can be right, you can be wrong, but still profitable. You can be right and profitable, okay. But doesn't matter. You don't want to be right. The goal in trading is just not to be right, okay. It's just taking little bites out of the market and be content with that. And that would be example here. I wasn't aiming for the fences, even though my draw was down here, and I told you guys it's likely to take out Thursday's low. I didn't demand price to go all the way down into my target. Like I told you, I could have been wrong and price could have reversed from here, but I would have been still profitable. You get what I mean? That's a huge lesson most of you guys maybe don't understand or ignore. I don't know, okay. But this is definitely Lucas. Hi, how do I learn to set the green red box? You mean this one? Bro, that's just a tool in your on TradingView, okay. Actually, you can on YouTube you can see my whole chart on YouTube. I'm streaming live on YouTube and TikTok right now, but on TikTok I just um I just cut out the left and the right part of the screen, okay. So if you go to TradingView, you have a toolbox on the left hand side, okay, and there you go to this one. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, the fifth tool from above, okay. Start from above, go 5 tools lower, and then take the fifth one, which is this one, okay. It's just a tool in TradingView. Okay, like I told you, I want to see this fair value gap to hold a price lower, and it seems like it did. So that's a fair value gap that you can maybe enter on. Let's see. That's definitely a fair value gap that we can enter on. Okay. 9, 10.50. Yeah, bro, seems like get no retracement. I don't know. Did we get one? That's a question. Okay. Bro, what can I... Bro, I want to see the lines. Okay. Yeah, I guess price. Ah, beautiful, isn't it? Actually, that's the worst trade of all of those trade opportunities that I outlined to you guys. Um, Bro, actually, I don't want price to get all the way up again into this fair value gap. It doesn't need to, bro. It definitely doesn't need to. It could have done it here, institutional order flow entry drill, but now we went all the way down here. Bro, you don't want to see a retracement up in here to get all the way down. Okay, so price left the building. Elvis left the fucking building again. Left it, bro. Left it. That's hilarious today, bro. I don't know what to say, honestly. Oh, come on, bro. Come on. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. I already had the chance, missed it, and I guess you gotta be content. Yeah, I mean, that's an order block. Could have taken this trade when price went up into this order block here. That's the only entry into opportunity. Beautiful trade as well. But I don't know. I was talking to you guys. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to the market. I started paying attention when price was here and started this candle, I think. But I don't know. I was talking about something. I don't know what it was. But I wasn't paying attention to when price trade up into this order block. So yeah. Today is a frustrating day, bro. Okay. Place a limit order, failed. Place a limit order here, failed. Failed as well. Price failed to trade up into my limit order. Didn't fill my limit order here, failed to trade up into it. Didn't fill my limit order here, fell up into it, to trade up into it. And this is the fucking heaviness I'm talking about. Like, guys and girls, maybe, I don't know. Didn't I predict this? And I told you. Seems like price wants to get somewhere fast. This is what I said in the beginning. I think we get very heavy in here now today. And we did. Okay. December 1st low in close proximity. Definitely going to take this one. Okay. Step number 1 for you guys, learn ICT. And this, or go through his library and watch every fucking video. I watched 2022, 2023, 2024, and the entire 2025 mentorship. Watched it several times, took notes. I was paying attention to every fucking minute of each of his videos, okay? I went through all of his mentorships, paid attention, wrote down all the important information, and not only the parts where he said, "Oh, now it's time for you guys to write something down." No, I wrote down things where he wasn't telling you guys, "No, this is important." I was writing down every important, or what I was thinking is important. Everything I thought was important in terms of characteristics for valley gaps, for example, or new day opening gaps, or whatever it is that ICT taught. Wrote down everything ICT taught about it. I was talking about it. Wrote everything down. Logged it. Okay, saved it. Went through it. Went through my notes multiple times to try to memorize all of these things. And back tested everything, forward testing everything, 3 months of forward testing, 3 months of back testing, 3 months of forward testing, more than 6 months of live tape reading and trading demo accounts. That's step number 1. Doing all of what I've told you now, okay? This takes you about a year, 6 months to a year. And then you need to apply all your knowledge and project it onto the charts and use it safely in a demo account where you're not risking real money. Do it as long as you need until you reach some kind of consistency with it. And then step 3 is going into a live account. And I'm at step number 1. I can read price action, I can predict it beforehand, I can outline to you guys why I think it is going to do to this thing or that thing or the other thing. Okay, so I can predict it, I can explain it to you guys why I think it is going to do what I'm thinking it is going to do. Okay, so that's the foundation you need. Okay, when you are able to do so and predict price and see it pan out more times than not, this is definitely valuable. Okay, this is progress. And I'm at the point where I see it, I can read price, I can predict it, I can execute on it. Not every time. I would be lying. I would be lying if I said I was reading it and execute on what I was analyzing it. What I was lying if I said I can read price perfectly and participate on every price move that I predict. Okay, obviously we predicted all of this shit here and wasn't able to participate in it. Okay, so that's a huge step. That's a huge fucking step. Not only seeing it, but executing on it. Okay, and I'm at the point where I'm just doing that. I'm executing, but there are also times where I'm just second guessing myself, second guessing my analysis, second guessing my decision. Sometimes, like in here, you only have like a split second, bro. This was just a tick and went down lower, bro. You have maybe a second to click the button. Okay, you have a second to see price, get in here and click sell. Okay, and you have to get over your fear if that's your problem. People have problems with over trading, over leveraging, and greed and fear. Greed and fear are just the two biggest opponents you will have as a trader. Okay, and I don't have problems with greed. I have problems with fear and fear of entering, and I just need to overcome it. This fear of entering, and if I do it, which I will definitely. It just takes time, and I'm just submitting to time and trusting myself and my ability to be able to do this. So yeah, you could be mad about the fact that I place a limit. I could be mad about the fact that I place a limit order here, price failed to trade up into it, and then dumped and went directly to my TP. But later on, I'm just journaling it, and you shouldn't write down something like, "Oh, I hate myself. I miss a trade again." Blah 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 blah. That's not the way you should be journaling this session or this trade, okay, or this incident. What you should be doing instead should be like, I've analyzed the trade, the charts, the high time frame charts correctly. I was telling out loud if then statements. I told you guys in the beginning, if my bias is correct, price should stay below this breaker, and if price does it and price stays in the lower half of this breaker and then leaves it, then price is confirming to me that my bias is correct, okay? And price did it. Then I told you guys, okay, people definitely went long in here. I didn't. I saw it as, okay, now we get really heavy. I told you that, guys, and I told you that's definitely a short opportunity. I said it out loud. Didn't execute. Was just too quick. That's an opportunity I was willing to execute on, place limit stop order, but didn't got filled. I didn't get filled, and in your journals you want to say something like, I predicted it perfectly, but price was not willing to give me that level of my limit sell order. Okay, was not willing to give me that level, which is definitely fine. Price went directly down into my target here, and would I write something down like, yeah, I was mad, because I would be lying if I said I was not mad. I was not mad, but I was just laughing because that's a beautiful trade here. Okay, that's beautiful. 3 candles to deliver your target. 2.7 risk to reward. I mean, just a beautiful trade. But I said to you guys, I told you, okay, no problem if you missed this trade. You still have 50 minutes left until this session ends. So we are looking for another target. Okay, then I was patiently waiting. I wasn't chasing price. I was wanting price to confirm itself to continue lower. And I told you guys, okay, I want this fair value gap to hold price lower before all of this printed, okay? Before all of this happened, I told you guys, I want to see price respect this fair value gap and this fair value gap should keep price lower, which it did. And you should do in your journals, you should do positive self-talk, okay? You should only use positive words, not something like I was mad at myself that I missed this trade. Say something like, okay, I predicted it perfectly. I wasn't able to enter on it, but I'm sure next time I will, and this definitely, I don't know, strengthened my, or maybe, I don't know, gave me more confidence in my ability, okay, of reading price action, okay? Do self-talk in your journal, which is what I'm about to do after this session, okay? After the live stream, I will go into my journals and do positive self-talk. And there you go. That's December 1st low. Okay, I guess price delivered perfectly today. Wasn't able to participate on it, but I overcame my fear and placed a limit order, but price didn't want to give me that fill and failed to trade up into my limit order, which is okay, which is fine. I was staying true to my rules, and that's what it's all about, okay? Stick to your rules, and then everything will come with it, okay? So if you stick to your rules, you will most likely achieve all the goals you set for yourself in this trading business. Okay, just stay disciplined, stick to your rules, and that's it. Okay, I guess that's it for today, guys. Beautiful session, beautiful price action. Yeah, I would say I catch you next week on Monday. I go live every day on TikTok, on YouTube. So if you want to, I don't know, improve your skill of reading price action, then definitely be part of my next live stream on Monday. And if you want, join my Discord link. Link is in the video description down below and in the biography on my TikTok profile and my YouTube profile. So there you find the Discord link to my private free Discord. I'm not selling at anything, guys, okay? I'm just sharing my analysis, my bias of today, of the session, of London session, New York session, PM session, and if I see a trade, I post it in there, and all the other members also post their trades, post analysis, and yeah, I guess if you want to join a Discord server of like-minded people who all strive to get better in trading, then that may be something for you guys. Okay, so link down below or in the biography. Check it out, and yeah, I guess we see each other on Monday. So have a nice weekend. Good luck, good trading, and be safe, guys.